Carroll Broadcasting presents high school basketball.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome here on the Mackey Motors pregame show. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Jeff Lampin with you down in Manning. IKM-Manning doubleheader for you here tonight as we come to you live from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. A little bit of a different type of a doubleheader for you here tonight. We have got the boys game coming up first. IKM-Manning had a couple of young ladies in band competition today out of town, so they're going to be back a little bit later on this evening. So they've moved the varsity girls game to second in our doubleheader here tonight. So varsity boys coming up for you tonight. If you want to watch and listen to the game, I've got Tyler Bruner. He's about arm length away. Good thing it's that far away, but in about an arm length away over here to my right. He is running our video package here tonight, and you can watch and listen to tonight's broadcast by going to the Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network YouTube channel, or you can go to the Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network website at sports.1380kcim.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the page. You'll see a big video thing. Just click on the LoMa at IKM-Manning boys basketball one, and you can watch it. If you want to watch the girls game later on, you go into the Western Iowa Conference under head coach Levi Edelman. They have dropped 7 straight games, including a 73-42 loss to Tri-Center on Tuesday night. For IKM-Manning, they had a 4-game winning streak going into their game Tuesday night against a very, very good Underwood ball club. Hung into that one in really to the fourth quarter, but ended up falling 73-57. The Wolves and their head coach Keith Wagner coming in 6-4 on the season, 4-3 right now in the Western Iowa Conference. And again, both teams trying to get back going here, especially for IKM-Manning. They've kind of moved up into the upper third of the conference race, and they'd like to stay there, in a victory tonight certainly would get them right back into that picture to finish in the top half of the conference, and that is a goal for this young team. We're going to step away. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more of our Mackey Motors pregame show. That's coming up in 2 minutes right here on 93.7 KKRL.
Options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive warranty forever. We work to keep your new way vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
I think it's really nice to be at a smaller campus because you get to know everyone more. It's just a very home-like experience. You get more one-on-one time with your teachers. They have more time to show you things. But we do a lot of different activities that involve the community. Being here and in this environment teaches me, everyone matters, and it's important to treat everyone with decency and respect. And I think I'll carry that with me forever.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back here on the Mackey Motors pregame show. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Jeff Blakeman with you here tonight. Thanks to Tiffany back in our studio monitoring things and getting us all connected here tonight. We appreciate her coming in and helping us out on this Thursday evening. We'll have 3 doubleheaders of basketball coming up for you tomorrow evening. We've got Glenwood at Kemper. That is going to be an early start coming up tomorrow night. The girls' game there is starting at 5 o'clock coming up tomorrow night, so we'll have pregame coverage at 4:45 on again, and I'll have that broadcast for everybody on Kick 106.7. Carroll Tigers are over at Gilbert tomorrow night with Nick Brinks. That'll be on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM at KCIM. Pregame there for the girls' game beginning at around 5 o'clock. And Tom Hawkcap has Peyton Jourdan girls. That's a girls-only game. Peyton Jourdan girls at Coon Rapids Bayard. He'll have that right here on 93.7 KKRL tomorrow night. Pregame again there at around 5:45. And then we've got the man to my right, Mr. Tyler Bruner. He is heading down to Exira Elkhorn Kimballton on Saturday with the Autumn and Wheeler, so he'll have that game for everybody coming up on Saturday afternoon as well. Always check out our local sports schedule. It's always available online. Just go to sports.1380kcim.com, and on the features drop-down menu, the very top one says sports schedules. Every Sunday I update the schedule for that week for Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and you can go and check out and see it's all of our area schools. We cover 10 schools, so you can find out all of the sporting events for all 10 of those schools. You can find out our broadcast games, who's covering the games, what channels the games are on, and of course the start time for all of the games. So the quickest and easiest way to get that information is just by going to the website. Taking a little bit more of a look at this boys matchup here tonight. LoMa really struggling to score the basketball. And that's been kind of an issue with a lot of programs right now, just not shooting the ball real well. They come in averaging just 36 points per ball game, shooting 36% from the field, only 22% from the three-point line, and hitting just 46% from the free throw line. They average 18 turnovers and just 8 assists per ball game, so kind of struggling to get the ball into the basket. Now they are balanced with their scoring. Nisio Adame comes in at 8 points per game. Wes Vanna comes in at 9 points per game, and Calvin Wallace at 8 points per game, and then Evan Roden at 7 points per game. So they've pretty much got 4 guys between 7 and 9 points per ball game. For IKM-Manning, they're always really, really good under head coach Keith Wagner, especially on the defensive side, and they hang their hat on that again this year. They're better this year offensively than maybe they've been. Part of that is the balance that they've had on the offensive side of the ball. They've really got 5-6 guys that can put the ball into the basket. So any night, one of those guys can go off and score in the 20s for you, but they're pretty balanced. They are coming in averaging 54 per game. So that's good for them. This is a team that wants to hold teams down into the 40s. So if you're holding a team into the 40s and you're scoring into the 50s, you're going to win most of your games. And so far, they've been able to win 6 of the 10 games that they've covered or played so far this season. They're down one of those scorers tonight. Cooper Erlmeyer not able to go tonight. He is injured. He is here. Saw him in the gym here a little bit ago, but not going to be playing tonight. So there's a guy that averages 7 points and 6 rebounds per game and is just extremely athletic and a senior leader. Not going to be on the floor for them tonight. They shoot the ball fairly well, 41% from the field, 31% from the three-point line, 60% from the free throw line, which is actually a good number kind of in today's game. Now, the interesting thing is they average 14 turnovers and 14 assists per ball game. So they're turning the ball over 14 times, but they are getting assists on about 3/4 of the baskets that they make in a ball game. They are led so far this year by Ross Kuzel. He comes in averaging 12 points per game. Actually, Ben Ramsey has just taken over that lead. He comes in averaging 13 points per game, and Caden Keller at 10 points per game. So we talked about they've got a bunch of different guys that can score it. Reed Henders averages 8 a game. You got Cooper Erlmeyer at 7. So they really have 5 guys between 7 and 13 points per game. And then Eli Dreyer can shoot the 3, so can Lane Sam. Sam's not afraid to get to the rim either. So both of those guys help them off of the bench. So they've got some offensive threats, and they're going to need to score the basketball here tonight as well. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. First of all, for LoMa, again coming in 1-9 on the season, 0-8 in the Western Iowa Conference under head coach Levi Edelman. They're going to be starting a 6'1 junior in Evan Roden. They'll be starting a 6'1 senior in Nisio Adame, a 6'2 sophomore in Wes Vanna, a 6'3 senior in Calvin Wallace, and a 5'10 junior in Jed Lake. For IKM-Manning under head coach Keith Wagner, they come in 6-4 on the season, 4-3 right now in the Western Iowa Conference. They'll be starting a 5'9 senior here tonight in Reed Hinders, a 6'2 junior in Ross Kuzel, a 6-foot freshman in Ben Ramsey, a 6'3 senior in Caden Keller, and a 6-foot junior in Lane Sams. And that is a look at your starting lineups here tonight. We'll step away for our national anthem tip-off coming up after this 3-minute timeout here on on 93.7 KKRL.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
For almost 150 years, Roselle Mutual has been insuring homes, farms, and so much more in Carroll and the surrounding communities. We offer outstanding coverage whether you need it for your shiny new car, your next ATV ride in the trails, or boating day on the water, or you're looking to put better protection on your family home and farm. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with expertise, exceptional service, and quality insurance for all of your needs. For commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, give us a call today at 792-4525. Roselle Mutual, proudly insuring the area since 1876.
One of the best kept secrets in Carroll is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
Do want to give a quick shout out to Robinson Implement, where service isn't just a word, it's their #1 product. Robinson Implement, of course, providing a phone line for us down here in Manning, so we certainly appreciate them and everything they do to help us bring you IKM-Manning basketball, as they are our phone line sponsor here tonight. We are set for the tip-off here tonight. It is going to be Wallace jumping things up against Keller, and it is going to be LoMa winning the opening tip-off. They're in their road purple jerseys tonight, with yellow numbers on the back, with a yellow paw print with some white in it on the back as well. Yellow Panthers across the front with yellow numbers in the front and some yellow stripes down the jersey. They'll go right to left across your radio dial. IKM-Manning sitting up in a 2-3 zone. They're in their home white uniforms with green wolves on the front with green numbers, green stripes down the side, and green numbers on the back. There's a dump into the middle. Coming up with the muck at that time is going to be Wes Vanna. And LoMa going to take the early 2-0 lead. And answering down on the other end is the freshman Ben Ramsey. So Ramsey hits the three. And we have our first lead change here in the ballgame. As IKM-Manning on top now by a score of 3-2. Pressure by IKM-Manning broken. They'll get it ahead to Adame. Adame will work it off into the hands of Lake. IKM-Manning extending that 2-3 zone. They'll get it to Wallace at the free throw line. Over to the left side to Roden. Over now to Adame, down to the right corner. Vanna's 3 on the way. It's up and good. So Vanna with a couple of buckets here early. We've had 2 lead changes in this one early. And LoMa leading it by a score of 5-3. They'll open up in a 2-3 zone as well. IKM-Manning looking to answer. And another 3. This one from Ross Kuzel. We've had 4 baskets, 3 lead changes in this game as the Wolves lead it here by a score of 6-5. Pressure near steal. We're going to get a jump ball. Fighting for it out there was Ramsey and also Vanna. And the possession are going to favor IKM-Manning. Eli Dreyer coming off the bench. He'll check in for Lane Sams. Wolves going left to right across your radio dial here again in this first half of play. And you can watch and listen to the game tonight on the Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network YouTube channel. Tyler Bruner running that. That is powered by New Way Auto Group down in Coon Rapids. Kuzel up top to Dreyer. They'll run Ramsey on the baseline. Hitters flashes up to the right elbow. Nothing there. Now they'll work it back to Ramsey, firing up another 3. Wolves feeling it here early. Shots up no good. Hitters comes up with a rebound. Gets it back out now to Kuzel. Kuzel to the right elbow to Keller. Keller back out to Kuzel. Left side Dreyer. Pump fake. Doesn't take it. Now drives in. Gets inside the elbow. Dump pass to Ramsey on the right side. Now to Hitters outside. He'll penetrate in. Leaves it off on the baseline for Keller. Stripped away that time by Wallace. We're going to get a jump ball. No, timeout going to be called by LoMa as Adame went down there and got possession of it. And then we get the jump ball and the tie-up and the possession arrow. The timeout called by LoMa before the jump ball. And we're going to step away with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more basketball coming up right here on KKRL.
At Carroll County Solid Waste, we deliver environmental services together because, like all teams, together, everyone achieves more. We all enjoy a snack and a drink when cheering for our favorite team. When finished, be a team player. Put your bottles and cans in the recycle bin and your empty food packaging in the trash. Visit our website at carrollcountylandfill.com for details of how to be part of the recycle team. Because together, we're stronger. We're Carroll County Solid Waste, wishing our area athletes a safe and successful sports season.
1-2-2 full court pressure for IKM-Manning. Long pass down, finds a Roden on the right side. He'll drive in, got her on Keller. Shot up, no good. Hitters goes up, pulls down his second rebound, gets it off now to Kuzel. Wolves will get it ahead. Dreyer with it down on the right side. Kick out pass. 3-point shot from Kuzel up no good. Weak side rebound taken down by Wallace for the Panthers. Outlets it right side. Lake will push it ahead. Skip pass over to Adame, left side, top of the key. Looks to drive on Ramsey. Gets to the rim. Shot blocked by Keller, but right into the hands that time of Vanna. Pull-up jumper in the lane, no good for him. The putback is no good by Wallace. Adame comes up with a rebound. LoMa doing a nice job right now on the offensive boards. They get it inside the road and bounce pass inside. Comes into the hands that time of Wallace. Shot up no good. And Ramsey will clear it for IKM-Manning. Kuzel now pushes it ahead over to the Hitters on the right side. Up to Kuzel. Left side top of the key now to Ramsey. Penetrates in. Jump stop. Lost it. It's knocked away by Adame. Picked up by Keller. Out to Dreyer on the left wing. Up top Kuzel. Good ball movement. Finds Hitters on the right wing. Penetrates in. Kick pass left corner. Ramsey's 3 up. No good. And the weak side rebound taken down that time up by Wallace. Wallace will bring it ahead. Works it over on the right side to Adame. Down to Vanna, tipped away by Dreyer. That's going to go out of bounds off of Dreyer. They're trying to feed it to Vanna down in the right corner. And Dreyer cut the passing lane, just got a fingertip on it, knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Panthers. 4:45 remaining, first quarter. 6-5 Wolves with the lead. Adame mishandles the inbounds pass. Now gets it, drives down on that right block. Gets it underneath the basket, kicks it out to Lake on the wing, up top. Roden with it, tries to go inside to Vanna, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul on Reed Hitters. Reed was playing off to the side and didn't use that offhand, just didn't slide around him and kind of came through him, trying to tip that pass away. That'll be his first and the first on the team. So Lake will inbound. They'll box it up around the lane. Wolves will stay 2-3 zone. Now we're going to go man-to-man out of the inbounds pass. Pass comes into Adame on the right side. Now to the cutter Wallace. He'll back it back out on the right side. Out to Vanna, open for 3. 3 on the way. In and out, no good. The tip in, no good that time from Lake. And Keller goes up high to get his first rebound. Keller will push it up left side. Over to Hitters on the right wing. Down to the baseline to Ramsey. Back to Hitters. Now to the right elbow to Keller. Keller finds the cutter in the lane. That's Dreyer. Takes it down near the left block. Bounces it back. That was a tough pass. He was about 1.5 feet away from Keller. Threw a bounce pass. Keller couldn't handle it. Vanna comes up with it. Now Vanna will lay it up and in down on the other end. He's got 7. And LoMa back on top here by a score right now of 7-6. So neither team had scored for a little while, not since Kuzel hit that three to put the Wolves back up 6-5. Been about a 2-minute drought for both teams. Dreyer with it now up top to Kuzel, left side to Hinders. They've got Keller working the baseline. Ramsey at the elbow. They find him, cuts down the left side of the lane, shot up no good. And the rebound taken out of there by Roden. They head now to Lake. 3:35 left first quarter. Motor Inn player of the game coming up following the game in the postgame. Motor Inn of Carroll, your premier Toyota Chevy and Buick dealership for everything from sales to service to parts and collision. Adame drove in, had the shot blocked, but the unlucky break for the Wolves. It bounces right back into his hands. He grabs it, lays it up and in. And the Panthers have their largest lead here at 9-6. Turnaround jumper at the free throw line from Keller up no good. Hinders tips the rebound around, but it'll be pulled out of there by Lake for LoMa. Ahead now to Roden. Roden brings it up, penetrates to the free throw lane. Spin lane that spins down the lane. Left-handed layup up no good. Rebound tipped by Vanna. Hinders that time mistimed his jump, had landed when the ball came in. Now it's knocked away that time by Dreyer. Coming out of there with it is Hinders. Ahead to Kuzel. Bounce pass inside now to Dreyer. Back out to the right corner. Hinders drives in. Pull-up jumper from 6 up no good. And pulling down the weak side rebound. We're going to have the ball out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by IKM-Manning. I thought Ramsey was going to grab it, but was unable to squeeze it in. And we're going to get a timeout. Coach Wagner not real happy right now with his ball club. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll step away back in a minute here on KKRL.
Just like anything worthwhile in life, success comes from drive, dedication, teamwork, and hours of practice and self-improvement. All of us at Park Enterprises have been privileged to watch our area athletes and the hard work they have put into their successful season. We want to recognize and congratulate these young men and women on their efforts. We also want to wish them the best of luck as they continue to strive for excellence in their postseason contest.
Wolves down by 3 here late in this first quarter of play. Panthers break the pressure. Wallace with it down to the right corner now. Stevie out onto the floor. That's Kyle Stevie, checked in during the timeout. Skips it over to Adame, left side top of the key. Wolves have dropped back into a 2-3 zone. Skip pass over to Wallace on the right side. Wallace with it. Defending out there against him is Dreyer. Back off now to Adame on the block. Penetrates in the lane. Kick pass over to the right side. Wallace's 3 up, no good. Hinders comes down with his third rebound. Hinders will push it up. Drives inside the lane. Pull-up jumper from 14. It's up, no good. And Lake will clear the rebound for LoMa. IKM-Manning struggling to get the ball to go into the basket right now. We reached the 2-minute mark of this first quarter. Adame with it out high on the left side. His 3 on the way. It's up, no good. Hinders with his 4th rebound of the game unofficially. He'll push again. Kick pass down to Keller, right corner. Drives in on the baseline underneath the block. Kicks it back out. Dreyer's 3 up, no good. The rebound taken down by Hinders, and he is going to be fouled on the reach in that time against the Panthers. And that foul looks like it's going to go on Stevie. That'll be his first and the first against the Panthers. Minute 44 remaining here in this first quarter of play. Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Hunter Smith Lane, Sam's going to check in. Hinders and Dreyer will check out for the Wolves. They trail it here 9-6. Tyler Bruner and I will type up recap stories of all tonight's basketball and wrestling. We'll get that up on the Brinks Exterior Sports Report. Caden Keller pulls into the lane. Pull-up jumper from about 5. Squeezes that one over the bucket. And the Wolves pull within 1 here at 9-8. First meeting between these two teams this season. Lake with it. Pass is tipped, stolen away. Kuzel comes up with a loose one. Now it's stolen back that time by Lake. They'll get it off to Wallace. Wallace ahead over on the right side to Stevie. Back up top to Wallace. Over to the left wing. Vanna with it, back up top now to Lake inside, and we're trying to work it near the free throw line, just inside the free throw line. Wallace was posting up there, had Ramsey behind him. That'll be a whistle and a foul. Hunter Smith is going to pick that one up. That is going to be his first. Came over with some help. Inbounds pass comes up top. They'll work it now off it to Wallace. IKM-Manning 18-7 against LoMa since 2009, but LoMa has won 3 straight in this rivalry. Panthers have turned it over. It'll be IKM-Manning basketball, 56.7 remaining. Now the officials discussing it. And we're going to get all 3 officials together, so we'll see if maybe they overturn this and say that it was touched by IKM-Manning, and they are. It's going to be LoMa basketball. Wolves jumped up 3-2 on a 3 by Ben Ramsey, and then LoMa went up 5-3. Wolves went up 6-5. LoMa went up 7-6, then up 9-6. Right now up 9-8. Ball knocked away. Lane Sams tipping it away. Wolves will come up with the loose ball. Kuzel will run it up left side. Gets it up top to Ramsey. They've got Keller working the free throw lane. Sams down in the left corner. They work it to the left elbow to Keller. Drives into the lane. Kick pass down to the baseline. Sams' jumper up no good. The rebound is tipped around. And coming out of there with it is going to be Hunter Smith for IKM-Manning. Smith back out top with it. Works it over on the right side. Ramsey looking to drive. He can cut off on that right wing. Back up top to Smith. To the free throw line. Keller's turnaround jumper up in good. Hunter Smith with the assist. Caden Keller has put IKM-Manning back on top here by a score of 10-9. Our 5th lead change here in the game. He's got 4 points. The last 4 for the Wolves. Lake with it over to Adame. Down to 6 seconds left here in the quarter. Up top. Work it back to Adame. Fade away 3 up. No good. Smith with the rebound. And we are through 1 quarter of play. IKM-Manning battles back after being down 3. They'll take a 10-9 lead into the second quarter. That second quarter is 1 minute away right here on 93.7 KKRL.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
One of the best kept secrets in Carroll is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
With the basketball as we start the second quarter of play. Jeff Blankman with you here tonight, 93.7 KKRL, IKM-Manning Sports. We're going to get a travel on man. A good defense by Kuzel on top. Got a hand on the ball as he was getting ready to pass. Going to force him to stumble forward with the ball and travel with it. So the turnover gives it back over to the Wolves. Wolves with a 10-9 lead right now as Kuzel walks it up across half court. LoMa setting up 2-3 zone. Now work it to Smith now to the right elbow, and Ramsey's jumper is up and good. Ben Ramsey with a turnaround jumper. Wolves lead it here by a score of 12-9. Pressure near turnover. Coming up with it is Wallace. He'll get it across half court. Defended out top by Smith. Now by Kuzel. Brings it over on the left side. Gets it off to Lake to Adame at the left elbow. They'll circle it to Vanover on the right side. He'll pick it up. Knocked away. Gathers it back. Works it now off it to Wallace. Left side to Lake. Left side top of the key to Adame. Wolves staying in there 2-3. Ramsey almost jumped the passing lane. Created enough of a problem that the ball was tipped and Kuzel come up with it. They'll get it to Keller in the lane. Pull up jumper up and good. The assist to Kuzel, his third assist of the ball game, and the Wolves lead it here by a score of 14-9. Wallace with it, picks up the dribble in the backcourt over to Lake. Ahead now to Adame off the fingertips. Coming up with a loose ball is Sams. He'll push it ahead now to Ramsey. And Ramsey going to be fouled on the play as Wallace will pick up his first. And that is going to be number 2 against the Panthers. Boys varsity game for you first here tonight on 93.7 KKRL. We've got the second game of the night will be the girls matchup. And again, you can watch and listen to this by going to the Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network YouTube channel. We've got Tyler Bruner sitting over here to my right running things. Hunter Smith catches the inbound, fires up a 3, no good. And the rebound pulled down that time by Adam Roden. Ahead to Vanna, now off it to Wallace. Skip pass over to Adame on the left side. Adame drives inside the left elbow. Kicks it to Wallace on the right side, top of the key. Good job by Sams to close out on him. They work it down to Adame on the right wing. Adame stripped away by Smith. It's loose. Sams comes out with it ahead to Kuzel. And we're going to get a foul on the reach in that time. And that's going to go on Evan Roden, his first and the third against the Wolves. So Smith, again, creating some problems defensively, creating that turnover. Reed Hinter's now going to check in for Smith. 6:24 left here in the first half. Roselle Mutual halftime report coming up. Shout out again to Robinson Implement, providing the phone line for us tonight. Robinson Implement, where service isn't just a word, it's their number one product. Keller, left elbow jumper up, good. So good job that time up by Caden Keller off of the pass. And he has now got 4 of the last 5 buckets from IKM-Manning have been from Keller. They lead it here at 16-9. Ball going to be tipped out of bounds and thrown away by LoMa. So the turnover will give it back over to IKM-Manning. Keller cut their IKM-Manning deficit to 9-8, then put them up 10-9. And then it was Ben Ramsey with a bucket to make it 12-9. And then Keller's had a couple of jumpers, one from the elbow, one from the in the lane. And that's made it now 16-9 as the Wolves begin to pull away. That's their largest lead here of the ballgame. Keller again with it in the lane, kicks it out now. 3-point shot from Hinter's left side up, no good. A battle for the rebound, taken down by Ramsey. Kicks it back over to Sams, little fade away from the left block, up in good. So Ramsey with the bucket and the assist. Sams with his first bucket here tonight, and the Wolves have doubled up LoMa now as they lead it by a score of 18-9. Wallace over to Adame on the left wing. Adame with it. Wolves have taken Vanna away from him. He has 7 of their 8 points, or 7 of their 9 points here. Ball loose on the floor. Jump ball going to be called. IKM-Manning will have the possession arrow. Brian Lage across the way, running the scoreboard stuff as he always does, the official scorer, and he's one of the elite guys in the business. Yet Tyler Bruner bowing, and there is much reason for that. He's almost at the same legend level as Alani Miller down here at in the Manning area. Ramsey with it. Yeah, they're still working on that statue of Lonnie Miller. Off now to Rakuzel. Inside to Keller. Turnaround jumper in and out, no good. The rebound taken down by Wallace for LoMa. Ahead now to Roden. Roden penetrates in, kicks out to Vanna. Vanna going to fire up a 3. It's up in good. So I mentioned he hadn't scored for a while. He's got another bucket there. That'll make it now 18-12 off of the 3 from Vanna. Hinters down to the cutter on the baseline, Sams. 4:40 left here in the half. Hinters 3 from the left side, no good. Wallace comes up with a rebound. He'll push it down. Wallace penetrates in. Kick pass over to the right side to Roden. Up top now to Adame to Vanna. Vanna down to Roden in the left corner. Roden brings it up. Bounce pass over to Adame on the right side. Adame with it. Back down into the right corner. That time it's to Adam Roden. Back out now to Evan Roden. Back down to Adam. Up to Adame. Adame with it. Way out high on the right side. Comes back over to Adam. Over to Evan. Evan going to drive in. Shot clock down to 2. They're able to save it. Vanda's 3 on the way at the buzzer up. No good. And the rebound taken down by Hinters, his 6th. Hinters will run it up left side. Up top, Ramsey going to fire up a 3. Up good. Caught it in a rhythm and drains the 3. Second one for him tonight. 3rd for the Wolves. They lead it here by a score of 21-12. That is matches their largest lead. Now Ramsey comes up with the steal. Gets it to Keller, back to Ramsey. He'll push it up. Now attacks, gets into the lane. Pull-up jumper up in good. Timeout going to be called by LoMa as IKM-Manning dominating this second quarter of play. They lead it here 23-12. We'll step away back in 30 seconds right here on 93.7 at KKRL.
Dries Company.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
Welcome you back here as we come to you live from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. IKM-Manning looked in a little trouble early in the game, but have certainly taken off since then. They lead it here by a score of 23-12. This was a 9-6 lead for LoMa at one point, so the Wolves are right now on a 17-3 run since being down at 9-6. So Lake will bring it up past tip that time by Sams. Great hustle defensively by Sams, but Vanna will come up with it. And now we're going to have a foul. Dreyer was on the floor. Sams was reaching up as well. One of those guys going to pick up the foul. I think it's going to go on Dreyer as he was laying on the ground. Dove in there trying to get that loose ball. Eli Dreyer, the 5'10 senior, will pick up his first. Pass comes into the backcourt to Wallace, picked up by Dreyer. They work it over on the right side now to Lake. Skip pass over to Evan down to the baseline. Driving in that time is Adam. Ball knocked away, coming out of there with it. Kuzel, his third steal ahead to Dreyer. Layup on the other end, up in good. So IKM-Manning starting to pull away here. Eli Dreyer with his first bucket, up 25-12. Largest lead of the game for IKM-Manning. LoMa just way too many turnovers down on there, and there's a block shot by Keller. He'll come up with the rebound. Keller will bring it ahead. Wolves starting to execute on the offensive end, getting some good looks. Dreyer with it, and we're going to get a double dribble on Dreyer. Wanted to make the pass, and then at the last second kind of changed his mind and then realized that he wasn't able to get that ball inside and ends up double dribbling with the basketball. Stops the clock with 2:46 left here in this first half of play. Roselle Mutual halftime report coming up. Lake with it over to Wallace, looks ahead. Now skips it all the way down ahead. Vanna down on the right block, got him. Keller gets back defensively, shot up no good, and Sams will clear the rebound. Good recovery that time by Keller as Vanna had gotten behind him. You never want that when you're running a pressure defense, but Keller recovered quickly. Dreyer with the left side top of the key, works it down on the wing now. They'll get it back out top. Long three by Ramsey, maybe not one they needed, and the rebound taken down that time by Wallace. Justin Sigabart on the floor right now for IKM-Manning. Bounce pass inside, it's loose. Going down to get it is Lake. They'll work it out top. Wallace's three on the way. That is short. Keller will come down with a rebound. Off now to Sigabart. Bounce pass inside to Dreyer. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to be last touched by Dreyer. Yep. That one, it certainly looked like it from coming behind. I know Coach Wagner arguing, and as a coach you're going to do that. From our angle, it looked like it was tipped by LoMa and then off of Dreyer and out of bounds. So that looks like that was the correct call. Wallace over to Lake. As a coach, though, you're trying to get it where maybe you get the next call. You're never trying to overturn that call, but you're trying to get the next call, and you're defending your guys. Adame with it. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Minute 40 left here in the game clock in the first half. Three-point shot on the way from Lake, up no good. Long rebound out to Ramsey, his third. Ramsey will bring it up. Bounce pass inside to Keller. He can't handle it. It's loose, and Vanna unable to save it. It'll go out of bounds off of Vanna into the IKM-Manning student section. So it will be Wolves basketball. And I think we're getting another timeout here. I think it's going to be the call. I don't know who took it for sure. 30-second timeout by IKM-Manning. We'll go ahead back in 30 seconds right here on 93.7 KKRL.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Minute 23 left here in the first half. IKM-Manning cruising right now, up 13. They get it into Keller. They'll back away from him. 14-footer on the way up and over the top of the backboard. No good. Ball will go out of bounds to the Panthers. Varsity boys game first here tonight. Varsity girls game coming up after this one. Again, I know Mabel Langle, I think, might have been the only one, but had a jazz band concert or competition today and was not going to be back in time for the start of the girls' game at 6 o'clock, so they switched and had the boys' game being played first, which is awesome to do. Vanna down in the left corner, three on the way, in and out, no good. Keller will come up with a rebound, his fourth. Keller going to push it up, gets it across half court, now attacks in the lane, pull-up jumper, it's up off the back of the rim, no good. Vanna goes up high, and that's a double dribble. They didn't call it. They're going to call a foul instead on Dreyer. The reason why that's a double dribble, folks, is he came down with a basketball, and when he landed, he put the ball on the ground with both hands on it, and that's a double dribble. You can't have both hands on the ball and the ball on the court, and that's what he did. That should have been a double dribble with a foul on Dreyer. Going to be his first, and it'll be the fourth on the Wolves. Lake brings it up, bounces it down to Vanna. They'll skip it back out to Adame, right side top of the key. Back off now to Lake. He'll drive to the elbow. Kick pass down to Vanna. Left corner three on the way up. Good. So Vanna about the only guy scoring right now for LoMa. He cuts it to a 10-point deficit. Shot clock should be off with 26 seconds left here. Sigabart with it. Now up top to Kuzel. Left side it comes to Dreyer. Down to the left baseline to Sams. Back off to Dreyer. Dreyer with it out to Kuzel to Sigabart. 13 seconds left here in the half. Over to Dreyer on the left side. Dreyer back off to Kuzel. Down to 8 seconds. Kuzel picked out up top by Lake. Dribbles over to the right side. Looks for Dreyer down in the corner. Down to 2 second. Pull-up jumper. It's going to be no good. And the rebound to Adame. And the first half will come to an end. IKM-Manning down early. They led it to 10-9 at the end of the first quarter. They're up at 25-15 here at the halftime as they outscore LoMa 15-6 in the second quarter of play. We'll step away. We'll take a break. Roselle Mutual halftime report coming up in 3 minutes right here on 93.7 KKRL.
Oh, hell no, not again. Has the roof on your home or business been damaged by the recent hailstorm? Does your roof need looked at? Let our hail damage experts at Brinks Exteriors work for you to get you a new roof. Call 712 Roof Pro. We know the last thing you want to do is worry about your biggest investment. Hail happens, but we can fix it. Call Brinks Exteriors now for a free roof inspection. 712 Roof Pro.
How about this?
It's gonna work.
I think so too.
American Family Insurance wants to help you bring your dream home to life. New homeowners can save an average of 22%.
American Family Insurance.
For details, contact Nicole Unken at Nicole Unken Agency. Call 712-792-1262 or stop by 412 Highway 30 today.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Visiting DePaco Credit Union was the thing that started all this.
We had a lot of student loan debt, low credit scores for bad decisions we had made in our younger years.
We thought it was the point where you could never come back from it. We've always wanted to own our own restaurant, so I just kind of floated the idea like, oh, I found this food truck.
I was like, yeah, let's try it. DePaco helped us so much with just putting everything together.
Definitely life-changing for us.
What we have right now would not have been possible without DePaco Credit Union.
At New Way Ford in Coon Rapids and New Way Auto in Jefferson, we make your vehicle buying experience stress-free. Our sales team will help determine your vehicle needs with options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive warranty forever. We work to keep your New Way vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
I think it's really nice to be at a smaller campus because you get to know everyone more. It's just a very home-like experience. You get more one-on-one time with your teachers. They have more time to show you things. But we do a lot of different activities that involve the community. Being here and in this environment teaches me, everyone matters, and it's important to treat everyone with decency and respect. And I think I'll carry that with me forever.
Roselle Mutual halftime report tonight. Our halftime, of course, brought to you by Roselle Mutual. Roselle Mutual knows that teamwork begins by building trust. It's important when it comes to your insurance needs, too. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with expertise and exceptional service. Call them today, 712-792-4525. Jeff Blankman with you here tonight. Again, got Tyler Bruner sitting over here to my right. He's training Josh Walker right now. He's thinking about helping us out with some of our needed help with video and games and monitoring games back in the studio. So we appreciate Josh coming up. Wolves right now up 25-15. It was LoMa taking the early lead. Wes Vanna hit a jumper to put them up 2-0. Ben Ramsey came right down the court, knocked in a three. That made it 3-2. Vanna came down and hit another three down on the other end. That made it 5-3 in favor of LoMa. Then it was Ross Kuzel knocking down a three. So the first two baskets for the Wolves tonight were three-pointers. Wolves were up 7-6. Then it was LoMa scoring again. Nico Adame scored to make it 9-6. Caden Keller then had back-to-back baskets after about a 2.5-minute drought for both teams. He cut it to 9-8, then gave IKM-Manning a 10-9 lead. Wolves have never trailed and haven't been tied since then. Ben Ramsey put them up 12-9. They led 10-9 at the end of the first quarter. Ramsey scored early in the second quarter. And then Keller had back-to-back baskets to put them up 16-9. Lane Sam scored to make it 18-9. Vanna hit another three for LoMa. He had both of their baskets in the second quarter, and both of them were threes. Ben Ramsey then hit a three to make it 21-12. Ramsey scored again to make it 23-12, and then Eli Dreyer gave the Wolves their largest lead at 25-12, and then Vanna hit a three shortly before the end of the first half to make it 25-15, and that's where our score is at right now. So a good job here tonight for the Wolves defensively. They've been really pretty sharp since that early couple of minutes. They were able to force some turnovers, really dominated on the glass. LoMa did a nice job on the offensive boards early, but IKM-Manning dominated the glass after the first couple of minutes of the game. I've got Reed Hinders with 6 rebounds, Caden Keller with 4, Ben Ramsey 3. Hunter Smith has played really well off of the bench and with a lot of energy. He's got a couple of rebounds, a couple of assists. Unofficially, I've got the Wolves right now with 8 steals in the first half, as well as they certainly are, like I said, playing well on the defensive side of the basketball. We'll step away, take a break. We'll come back in 2 minutes with more of our Roselle Mutual halftime report. That's next here on KKRL.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
Roselle Mutual halftime report again. Our halftime brought to you by Roselle Mutual. As Roselle Mutual knows that teamwork begins by building trust. It's important when it comes to your insurance needs too. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with the expertise and exceptional service. Call them today, 712-792-4525. IKM-Manning up right now, 25-15 at the halftime. And again, want to give a quick shout out as well to New Way Auto Group down in Coon Rapids, sponsoring Sports on the Go with me and giving me a vehicle to drive to all the sporting events I've been covering over the last 2+ years. Feature vehicle of the night is a 2015 Nissan Armada Platinum. It's a 4-wheel drive, pearl white in color, gets about 18 miles per gallon on the highway. Call 800-861-7268 for more details, or check out the Carroll Broadcasting website for a picture with a link that will take you where you can get more details as well. Sports on the Go with me, Jeff Blankman, powered by New Way Auto Group in Coon Rapids, home of warranty forever, and your home for free oil changes for life. 25-15, IKM-Manning with the lead here. Let's run you through our numbers here. Neither team shot a free throw in the first half. For LoMa, just 2 guys scored. Nico Adame with 2 points and Wes Vanna with 13 points. For IKM-Manning, you've got Reed Hinders with 3 points to go with it, 6 rebounds and 2 assists. Ross Kuzo with 3 points to go with an assist and 3 steals. Ben Ramsey, 10 points, 3 rebounds, an assist and a steal. Caden Keller with 8 points to go with 4 rebounds. Eli Dreyer's got 2 points to go with an assist. Hunter Smith with 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. And Lane Sams with 2 points, a rebound, and 2 assists. Second half, 30 seconds away right here on 93.7 at KKRL.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
I want to thank Robinson Implement as well, providing a phone line for us down here at IKM. Robinson Implement, where service isn't just a word, it's their #1 product. Jeff Blankman with you, Tyler Bruner running our video package powered by New Way Auto Group. You can watch and listen to tonight's game going to Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network, either on the YouTube channel or our Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network website at sports.1380kcim.com. LoMa with the ball to start the third quarter of play. Lake with it, gets it over to Adame. Wolves will stay 2-3 zone to open up. They get it to Vanna at the free throw line. Underneath, nice catch by Wallace in traffic. Had a couple of defenders around him, but able to squeeze that ball in. Looked like it was going to go out of bounds, but squeezed it in, then lays it up and in. It's 25-17. Keller out now to Kuzel out high. On the right side, he's out on the 10-foot line on the volleyball floor. To Keller on the right elbow underneath the Sams, misses the layup. Wallace comes up with the rebound for LoMa. He'll bring the ball down. Gets it over to Lake out high on the left side, down to the baseline that time. They work it to Evan Roden. Just one Roden on the floor right now, so when I say Roden, it's Evan. Vanna in the right corner brings it up on the wing, now penetrates in, kick out past the Lake, over to Wallace on the left side. Wallace drives in, bounce pass over to Adame. He'll fire up the three, it's up no good. Hinders pulls down rebound number 7 here tonight for IKM-Manning. Kuzel ahead to Ramsey, back off to Kuzel. Kuzel going to fire up the three, up good. Ross Kuzel with his second 3 of the ballgame. Wolves lead it here by a score of 28-17. Their largest lead has been 13. Kuzel comes up with the steal, his 4th. And then we're going to get a travel call going to go against IKM-Manning. So they got the turnover and then ended up turning it back over. I want to give a quick shout out to my nephew, Isaac Blankman. Not getting the chance to see him tonight. Hopefully you're going to be feeling well here soon. I understand that he's a little bit under the weather. So, of course, a freshman here at IKM-Manning. So, miss getting to see you here tonight, buddy, as there's a travel on Lake. But hopefully you'll get feeling better much soon. Turnover by LoMa. We'll give the ball back over to IKM-Manning. Ramsey will inbound it right down here near where we broadcast, kind of in the parent section for IKM-Manning. Kuzo with it out in the half-court circle. LoMa staying 2-3 zone to open up this second half. They get it down to Keller left side. Low pass, had to pick it up before it rolled out of bounds. Now off to Hinders. They'll find Ramsey left elbow extended. He'll get into the lane, pull up jumper off the back of the rim. No good. Wallace tipped the rebound, but it's into the hands that time of Dreyer for the Wolves. Back out now to Kuzel. Kuzel over to Ramsey. Bounce pass to Keller at the free throw line. Out to Kuzel looking for another three up. Good. Keller with the additional pass that time. Kuzel with his third three. And the Wolves with their largest lead here of the ballgame, up 31-17. Pressure again by IKM-Manning. LoMa will break it ahead to Adame on the left side. Adame back out now to Wallace. Wallace gets it off now to Lake. Lake out near the half-court circle. Rolls from the right side all the way down to the left wing. Takes it down near the baseline. Back out to Wallace near the half-court circle. Over to the right side to Adame. Inside, Adame's runner up, in and out, no good. And Hinters, I've got him now for 8 rebounds here tonight. They'll push it ahead for IKM-Manning. Off to Kuzel on the right wing. Back to Hinters. Hinters will back it back out and reset. Dreyer will set up the offense. They got Keller working the free throw line. They find him over to Kuzel again for another three. Feeling it. Shot up no good. Adame will come up with a rebound up for the Panthers. Kuzel with some pressure on Wallace. They'll find Lake left side down to the baseline to Roden. Roden bounces it to Wallace left elbow. Pump fake, got Keller in the air. Pull up jumper from 6 in the lane, no good. Dreyer comes up with a rebound. Dreyer will push it ahead, attacks the lane. They double team him when he gets into the lane, in a little bit of trouble now. He's either going to be called for a jump ball, a travel, or a 3 seconds, and we're going to get a jump ball call. Possession will favor IKM-Manning, as LoMa did get the ball to start the third quarter of play. Lake will check out. Also Adame checking out. Checking in is Stevie. Also checking into the ballgame is Adam Roden. So now 2 Rodens on the floor. We'll try to call them by their first name. Inbounds comes. They'll work it to Ramsey. Now into the lane to Kuzel. Kuzel kick out pass left side to Smith. Smith dumps it back out to Kuzel. Left side 3 up. No good. And the battle for the rebound it is fought for, and it'll be Wallace. Hinters that time was fighting with Evan Roden, and it tipped into the hands of Wallace. Wallace with it out high left side, comes over to the right side. They'll work it down now to Adam Roden, down to the baseline, and Adame knocks down, Vannick knocks down a 3, his 4th of the ballgame. And the Wolves' lead is 11 at 31-20. 4:13 remaining here in the third quarter. Keller, nice bounce pass underneath Hinters. Shot up blocked by Wallace, and clearing it out of there is going to be Adam Roden. Off now to Wallace. Back over to Adam. Back to Wallace. Wallace over to the left side to Stevie. Stevie on the wing. Bounce pass or lob pass. Thought he was going to bounce it, but lobbed it up now to Wallace out high on the right side. He'll find Adam again over on the right wing. Skip pass over to Stevie down to the corner, but it's tipped away that time. Hinters got a piece of it. It ends up into the hands that time of Smith. Ramsey brings it up to Kuzel down to the right corner to Hinters. Hinters drives in. Dump pass inside to Keller. Right back underneath to Hinters, but the ball going to be off his fingertips and a turnover. Keller that time probably had a shot. You can see Coach Wagner talking with him. He had one from about 4 or 5 feet, but he was trying to make the extra pass and ends up throwing it away. But that's one where you just got to take that shot. He's knocked down a few shots, and now we're going to get a turnover on LoMa. As Evan Roden that time was kind of spinning around. He had picked up the dribble through the pass to where he thought his teammate was at, but his teammate was not there. There was nobody there, and the ball bounds out of bounds up against the scorer's table. And the Wolves will have it up 11, 31-20. Their largest lead's been 14 at 31-17. Bounce pass inside to Keller, knocked away. And it's going to be Evan Roden getting it now off into the hands of Vanna. Vanna will run it up left side, split a double team. And we're going to get a block call going to go on Hunter Smith of IKM-Manning. That'll be number 2 on Smith. First foul against the Wolves here in the second half. .310 left here in this third quarter. Again, our boys game being played first tonight. Motor Inn player of the game coming up following this game in the postgame. Motor Inn of Cary, your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for everything from sales to service to parts and collision. Keller up high for his 5th rebound off of the missed 3 from the left side from Vanna. Keller now going to push it up. They don't stop him. Gets in the lane. Bounce pass through the legs that time of Hinters. And again, a tough pass because he had gotten so close to him. He was only about 3-4 feet away from him and threw a low pass. It's hard to get your hands from up by your face to down kind of to take a bounce pass. So they went right through his legs and bounds out of bounds. That's another one where Keller probably should have just come to a jump stop and went up for the shot. He'd had about a wide open 4 or 5 footer. Adame goes inside now. Fadeaway jumper. It is up and no good. Sits around the rim. Keller does a nice job tipping the rebound to himself. Then going to be bumped and fouled inside. That foul going to go on it. Jed Lake, his first against the Panthers here in the half. Wolves outscored at LoMa 15-6 in that second quarter, went on a 15-3 run. That gave them control of the game after being behind at 9-6. Ramsey out high on the right side with it, looking for Keller. Now finds Sams on the right side, down to Kuzel. Inside to Keller. Keller step through move, pass again, finds Sams. Layup is up, no good. Rebound tipped around. It'll be taken out of there by Adam Roden for LoMa. Long pass down to Stevie on the left side. He's going to fire up a three. It's up, no good. Keller will clear the rebound, his 7th. Keller out on the break, gets to the free throw line. Tough off-balance shot. He was looking for a foul call, nothing there. Adam Roden comes up with a rebound off to Wallace. Things have gotten a little sloppy here in the last couple of minutes of this game. Not much offense here in the second half. We're 3/4 of the way through the quarter, and it's a 6-5 IKM-Manning advantage, and we're going to get a timeout called. Coach Wagner wanting his guys to hustle over to the bench. We'll step away, take a break. We're back in 30 seconds right here on 93.7 at KKRL. Wolves up 31-20.
One of the best kept secrets in Carroll is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
Quick shout out to New Way Auto Group in Coon Rapids, sponsoring Sports on the Go with me, giving me a vehicle to drive to all the sporting events I've been covering over the last 2+ years. Feature vehicle of the day is a 2015 Nissan Armada Platinum, 4-wheel drive, pearl white in color. It's about 18 miles per gallon on the highway. Call 800-861-7268 for more details. Sports on the Go with me, Jeff Blankman. Powered by New Way Auto Group in Coon Rapids, home of warranty forever, and your home for free oil changes for life. Tyler Bruner hanging out to my right. He's going to help me out tonight. We'll type up recap stories as him and I do every night when there's high school sporting events. The inbound pass to Adame. We'll type up recap stories with full stats that we get from all of the area coaches for basketball and wrestling tonight. We'll get those up on the website at sports.1380kcim.com on the Brinks Exterior Sports Report. If you haven't checked out that website, you need to do that. 3-point shot missed by Lake. Ramsey will come up with a rebound for the Wolves. You got a page for IKM-Manning. You got a page for every sport that's out there. All 10 of our area schools have their own web page right off of that website. Shot up no good by the Wolves, and Wallace clears the rebound. Ahead now to Adame. Adame down to the left of baseline, brings it up. Kick pass back over to Lake on the right side, up top to Stevie. Down to the left corner now to Adam Roden. Skip pass over to Lake. Back over now to Adam Roden. He's going to fire up the three. It's up and good. 2 guys scored in the first half for LoMa. They've had a few more than that. And all of a sudden, that 14-point lead is down to 8 with a couple of 3-pointers here by LoMa. Keller with it now over to Kuzel. Back over to Smith on the right side. And work it down to the corner to Sams. Smith will drive in lane. Dump pass underneath to Sams. Gets it on the right block. He was under the basket. Not much he could do with it on that pass. He was running the baseline. Smith now off to Keller. 15-footer off the right side. Up no good. And the Wolves have went definitely cold here late in this third quarter. Pass tipped by Kuzel, but into the hands of Wallace. Long pass gets through a couple of Wolves down to Roden. Shot up no good. Keller will clear his 8th rebound. Wolves will have it here with 30 seconds, but Wallace tips the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with IKM-Manning. So if you haven't checked out that website, check it out. All of our video interviews go on there. All of our video of our broadcasts go on there. Our players of the game, our regional athletes of the week, our Wittrock Motor Company Spotlight Athletes of the Month. Our team of the week, everything. You can find boys wrestling, girls wrestling, boys and girls basketball. I mean, every sport, all 10 schools. A lot of product goes on there. Tyler and I spend a lot of time working on product for that website. Smith pull-up jumper in the free throw line. It's up no good. Rebound taken down by Keller, but he'll lose it as he goes out of bounds. Coming out of there with it is going to be Lake. Ahead now to Stevie. Stevie down on the left wing. Down to 5 seconds left here in the half. Wallace with it. Back over to Stevie. He'll fire up a three. It's up. Banked it home. He banks in a three right before the buzzer, and all of a sudden, folks, we have a 5-point ball game. This was a 14-point lead. It's down to 5, 31-26. Fourth quarter is 1 minute away here on KKRL.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
At Carroll County Solid Waste, we deliver environmental services together because, like all teams, together, everyone achieves more. We all enjoy a snack and a drink when cheering for our favorite team. When finished, be a team player. Put your bottles and cans in the recycle bin and your empty food packaging in the trash. Visit our website at carrollcountylandfill.com for details of how to be part of the recycle team. Because together, we're stronger. We're Carroll County Solid Waste, wishing our area athletes a safe and successful sports season.
Live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Adame down to the right side now with it. Evan Roden back on the floor, tipped away, stolen away by Kuzel. Kuzel out on the break, works it over on the left wing. The Henners gets it back. Kuzel with it, back down to Henners in the left corner. They'll back away. He'll fire up the three up. Good. Reed Henners with his first point here tonight, and that might have been the biggest bucket he's had. As they lead it now by a score of 34-26, and we're going to get a foul in the backcourt, going to go on IKM-Manning. Coach Wagner is always up coaching, one of the best in the business. That foul on Ben Ramsey, his first, second against the Wolves here in the half. We have not had any free throws yet in this game. I knock on some wood. I'll find Tyler over here, knock on wood. We've had not a lot of fouls called in this game with both teams playing a zone defense. Wallace with it down in the corner. Skip pass over to the right side. Down to the right corner. Roden's three. It's up in good. So that time it's Evan Roden knocking down the three. And it's 34-29. Back to a 5-point ball game. Panthers. Looks like they've gone into a kind of a triangle in two. Shot up no good in the corner by Sams. Rebound to Wallace. Ahead to Stevie. Now off it to Lake. Back down to Stevie. Going to fire up another three. Up and good. And we've got a 3-point ball game. Wolves may have to switch out of that zone for a minute. You get a team that's hot. Henners trying to answer. Three up. No good. Adame tips the rebound into the hands of Wallace. A two could tie it here, and a three would give him the lead. Wallace gets it up across half court. Works it over on the left wing. Now drives in up top. Lake back over to Wallace on the left wing. Wallace with it. Gets it back up top to Lake. Shot clock at 18. Lake dribbles it over on the left wing. We're going to get a reach-in foul. Going to go on Kuzel. So Kuzel will pick up his first. Team foul number 3 on the Wolves here in the half. Vanna going to check back into the ballgame. He'll check in for Stevie. Nope, hold on here. Stevie came out. Now checking back in. And now Coach Edelman says, yep, you're out. Adame is going to inbound it. So Stevie will check out of the game. He's hit a couple of big threes, one to end that third quarter and one here early in the fourth to make this a 2-point ball game. Adame with it, off of the handoff from Vanna, back to Vanna in the left corner. I'll work it back out now to Lake, over to Wallace. Wallace skips it back over to Vanna, left side three, it's up, no good. And the rebound taken down by Roden, got it over Henners, but Ramsey comes in and comes up with the steal, his second, off to Henners, back to Ramsey. Ramsey will push, it's a 3-on-4, knocked away from behind. Didn't hear anybody yelling Wolf. When you got a guy sprinting up behind you, the whole crowd needs to be yelling Wolf so you know somebody's coming up behind you. 5:54 left here, fourth quarter. Sam's baseline jumper up, no good. And the rebound taken down by Wallace. Wallace got away with the travel there, just changed his pivot foot. Off now to Roden. Roden brings it up, works it down in the right corner to Vanna. Back up to Wallace. Back over now to Vanna. Vanna with it, back off to Wallace. Over to the left side, down to the corner to Roden. Good job closing out that time by Sams. They'll get it to Wallace. Free throw jumper up, no good. And the rebound again to Henners, and he is going to be bumped in, fouled on the play. So Reed Henners now with 9 rebounds here on the night. That foul going to go on Adame. That's going to be his first and the second against the Panthers. And as soon as I said we haven't had many fouls, we've had 3 in about the minute and a half since then. I tell Tyler to smack me, but he probably would. Kuzel with it over to Hinters, back up to Kuzel. Keller down to the baseline to Sams. They find the cutter. Ramsey right back to Sams. Up top, Kuzel. He's been hot for three. That one off the back of the rim. No long rebound taken down by Lake. Roden out in front of the back. Hinters hustles back defensively. Then he's going to count the basket. We're going to get a foul on Hinters. So Roden knocks down the jumper to tie it. And then we'll head to the free throw line. 34-34. IKM-Manning led this one at one point, 31-17. We're going to get a timeout on the floor. We'll step away with them. We're back in 30 seconds right here on 93.7 at KKRL. It's been a game right now of two runs. IKM-Manning had a 15-3 run in the first half to put them up in this game after falling behind at 9-6. They get up by 14 in the third quarter. But LoMa right now in the midst of a 17-3 run. Since falling behind by 14, they're on a 17-3 run, and they are going to be putting Evan Roden, a 48% free throw shooter, on the season at the line for a chance to take the lead here, and that would make it an 18-3 run. So Roden at the line. Wolves going to have to box out here. Don't want to give up a miss and an offensive rebound. Free throw is up, no good. And Kuzel will come down with a rebound. The Wolves have a chance here to grab that lead back. Sams has it slipped through the hands, now lost it. It's loose on the floor. Adame clears it out of there for LoMa with 4:55 left here in the fourth quarter. Adame up the left side. Bounce pass down to Stevie in the left corner. Stevie up into the wing to Adame. LoMa has come on here. They've got 8 threes in the ballgame, so out of their 34 points, 24 of those have come from the three-point line. Roden penetrates in, out to Stevie, three on the way up, no good. And the weak side of rebound taken down that time by Sams for IKM-Manning. Off now to Kuzel, ahead to Hinters. Keller at the right elbow extended, jumper up, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds off of Wallace. And it's going to be IKM-Manning basketball. Derek Sunderland, head girls coach down at Tri-Center. Former, of course, LoMa girls coach in the house here tonight, seeing him across the way. Wolves will box it up around the lane. Kuzel gets it in the Hinters on the right corner. Now out to Ramsey. Ramsey right in front of the IKM-Manning bench. Gets it over to Dreyer. He'll drive in. Runs into Adame. Kicks it out to Keller on the left wing. Skip pass over to Hinters. Down to the right corner. Kuzel's three up. Good! Ross Kuzel with his fourth three of the ball game. Maybe none bigger than that one, as the Wolves lead it here 37-34. Roden with it on the left wing. Bounce pass up top now to Lake. Lake gets it to Wallace on the left elbow. Back down to Roden, left corner, three up short. And the rebound taken down by Kuzel. Kuzel will bring it up, gets it across half court. Works it over towards the right side. Comes off a screen that time by Keller. They'll find Hinters. Hinters inside to Keller on the block. Up over Wallace. No good, but right there to clean it up is Dreyer. Eli Dreyer with his second bucket, third rebound of the game. Back-to-back baskets for the Wolves, and they lead here by a score of 39-34. Wallace gets it across half court on the pass from Lake. They'll get it back to Lake. Now over to Wallace, down to the left corner to Roden. Roden drives in the elbow ball, knocked away, but Adame will come up with it for the Panthers. He's got it on the left wing, picks up the dribble, in some trouble. Kick pass nearly stolen by Ramsey, but Lake comes up with it and then throws it up into the IKM-Manning student section. He was looking over on the right side for Stevie, but the ball sailed on him, and Vanna now get a check into the game. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. Possession error will favor IKM-Manning if we get another jump ball. Vanna checks back in. He'll check in now for Stevie. Kuzel brings it up, finds Ramsey out near the IKM-Manning bench on the right side of the floor, brings it up top. Came off a screen by Keller. They tried to get it inside to Keller, and Adame going to be called for coming around the back to knock that one away. Adame comes up a little gimpy. I don't know if it's an ankle or a knee, but he's hobbling a little bit out there. He'll check out. And Adam Roden will check in for him, and he's having a hard time getting off the court. He's limping a little bit more as he heads over towards the bench. And I think it's a knee the way it looks. Kuzel to inbound. Wolves had one in each corner, 2 at the free throw line. They'll get it into Keller over on the right wing. Drives in the lane. Nice little duck under move and kisses it off the glass. And the Wolves back in control here, but not with a big lead. Up 41-2 at 34. A 7-point lead with 2:45 left. Now long pass tipped, stolen away. Keller skies up to get it. Hinners will push. It's a 3-on-4. He'll back it out wisely. The Wolves can run some clock here. I know there's a shot clock, but it's 35 seconds. They can take it down to about the 2-minute mark before having to get a shot. Kuzel with it over now to Dreyer, to Keller on the left elbow. Pass over to Hinners. Tip, but Hinners will gather it in on the wing. Knocked away by Vanna into the hands of Lake. Lake will take it down. Kuzel goes with him, blocks the shot, with the rebound taken down by Roden for the Panthers. Skip passes over the head of Vanna, and it's going to go out of bounds. Is unable to come up with it that time is Evan Roden. So the turnover gives it back over now to IKM-Manning. Ross Kuzel will bring it up. Could go under 2 minutes on this possession for IKM-Manning. They work it over to Dreyer left side. Inside now to Hinners, and that time Wallace stole it but was standing on the baseline. It'll go out of bounds off of Wallace as he was standing on the end line. Adame checking back in now for Roden. He'll check in for Adam Roden. 26 left on the shot clock. 2:03 left in the game clock, and now we're going to get a couple of subs, or one sub. Stevie going to check into the ball game for LoMa, and he'll check in now for Evan Roden. So Coach Edelman might be doing some offensive and defensive substitutions here late in the game. Inbounds comes to Ramsey. Ramsey with it from the pass from Hinners, penetrates into the lane, gets triple team, kicks it out to Hinners. He'll pump fake, drives in the lane, pull up jumper from 6, in and out, no good. Dreyer, another rebound, is 4th of the ball game, gets it back out to Hinners on the left side. Out to Kuzel, 3 up, good. The 3 from Kuzel extends the lead to 10. That makes it a 4-possession ball game. Huge 3 from Ross Kuzel. Wallace down to the left corner. Stevie going to fire one up. That one is short. And now the ball not out of bounds off of Wallace. And IKM-Manning looks like right now might have to hit some free throws down the stretch. But LoMa's only had 3 fouls called on him here in the half. So before they can send IKM-Manning to the free throw line, they're going to have to get a lot of fouls called. Inbounds comes to Kuzel. Pressure now by LoMa. 1-2-2 full court trap. They get it to Keller. Now off to Ramsey. Ramsey breaks the pressure, and we're going to reach in. Call going to go against Wallace. So Calvin Wallace will pick up his second, team foul number 4 on the Panthers. Girls game to follow. You're listening to high school basketball coverage here on 93.7 at KKRL, Carroll, Iowa. Jeff Blankman with you tonight. Thanks to Tiffany back in our studio monitoring things, and thanks to Tyler Bruner running our video package powered by New Way Auto Group in Coon Rapids. You can watch and listen to tonight's game by going to Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network's YouTube channel or our all sports website at sports.1380kcim.com. Reach in foul on Lake, going to be his second, trying to steal it away that time from Kuzel. Team foul number 5 here on the Panthers. So 2 more before IKM-Manning gets some free throws. Ben Ramsey going to inbound over here on the side. See either Nolan or Luke sitting down here. Can't quite see the face well enough, but it's one of the two. I think it's Nolan, but I can't see him well enough. They get it to Keller in the backcourt. Keller able to handle the ball. He'll penetrate up, dump pass inside, tip stolen away. That was one IKM-Manning didn't need it. Right now you want to run clock. And again, like I said, there is a shot clock, but you can still take 35 seconds up. Wallace with the Euro step, kicks it out. Stevie now off to Vanna. His 3 up, no good. And we're going to get a foul on the rebound attempt. And I think that's going to maybe go on Ramsey from IKM-Manning. Nope. That's going to go on Wallace. So Wallace and Ramsey were battling, and they're going to call that one on Wallace. That'll be his third, 6th at team foul. IKM-Manning will have the ball, 57.5 seconds left. LoMa right now, if you don't get the inbounds pass stolen, you almost have to foul. They'll get it into Dreyer. He'll push it ahead. Got to save as much clock as you can. And now diving for the steal is Vanna. He'll pick up his first. That'll put Eli Dreyer at the free throw line. Dreyer, a 22% free throw shooter so far this season. So he'll be at the line. First free throw attempts tonight come with 51.8 seconds remaining. in this game. So Dreyer at the line. He's got 4 points here tonight. Free throw on the way. It is up front into the 1-and-1. Rattles home. And the Wolves are up 11 at 45-34. Second free throw coming up. It's on the way up. Good. Nothing but the bottom of the net for that one. 46-34. 12-point lead now for IKM-Manning. Wallace throws it away. Nice catch over there on the sidelines by a young guy. Ball was bounding right towards his buddy who's holding on to something. Can't tell if it's food or if it's some kind of a game system, but that ball was going to bounce up and hit him. Looks like it's a walking taco. And so we would have had walking taco all over the floor. And good catch by his buddy sitting next to him. Inbounds pass comes. We're going to get a whistle on a foul, and that's going to go on William Anderson, the 5'7" sophomore who just checked in for the Panthers. That'll be his first and the 8th against the Wolves, against the Panthers. 1-and-1 coming up for Kuzel. Kuzel is 64% free throw shooter on the season. LoMa came in averaging 36 per ball game. They're sitting right now with 34 here in the game. So the Wolves have held LoMa to about their season average. Still got 44.7 seconds remaining. Free throw on the way from Kuzel, up and good. Wolves now 3 of 3 at the line tonight. IKM-Manning below their season average, though, right now by 7 points. They came in averaging 54 a game. Second one from Kuzel rattles home, so he'll knock down both. That one should pretty much do it. If LoMa doesn't score down here, more than likely, not saying they won't foul, but more than likely they won't foul. Wallace misses the runner in the lane. Rebound is tipped around. Keller going to pull it down, and then we will get the immediate foul. A lot of times, I think that one was just a kid trying to hustle. I don't think that one was one of those we're trying to stop the clock fouls. Usually if you're down 14 with about 30 seconds left, you just kind of let the clock go. Girls game coming up next here on it. Keller at the line, first time tonight. Caden, a 57% free throw shooter on the season. Now, this is the 9th team foul, so it's again a 1-and-1, and he'll knock that one down. 49-34 in favor of IKM-Manning. This is a good win for the Wolves. I know the Panthers come in still looking for that first conference win, but you can't lose games like this at home. And after a slow start, the Wolves have put it away here, up 54-30. So I mentioned it's been a game of runs. IKM-Manning had a 15-3 run in the first half. LoMa then answered with a 17-3 run. But since that 17-3 run, IKM-Manning's went on a 16-0 run since then. So the Wolves ending the game right now on a 16-0 run to lead this one at 50-34, because LoMa came all the way back and tied this game at 34 and was at the free throw line after a timeout with a chance to win it. But they missed the free throw, and ever since then they haven't gotten a shot to fall. So all those three-pointers that were going in for them, and they made 8 here so far in the ball game, they went ice cold after tying this game up at 34 apiece. And IKM-Manning has been able to hit some free throws, got a big three from Ross Kuzel. That put him up 37-34. Then Eli Dreyer scored on an offensive rebound to make it 39-34. And since then, the Wolves got another three from Kuzel after a bucket from Keller. And that really kind of put this game away as it got them back up by 10 with about 2.5 minutes remaining. See Bailey Germer in the house here tonight. She was down in front of us here just a little bit ago. She'll be one of the managers for the girls basketball team. Wolves come out with some pressure in the full court. Don't want to foul in this situation. Wallace with it now off to Lake. 23 seconds left here. IKM-Manning really don't want to reach, and they're doing that right now. You don't want to foul in this situation. You don't want to stop the clock. Wallace's three up, no good. Vanna will track down the rebound in the corner. Pass inside, stolen away by Keller. Keller ahead to Kuzel, knocked away. Dreyer comes up with it. Wallace going to foul him, and that'll stop the clock with 5 seconds remaining. But Wallace swinging hard on that one, going to pick up his 4th. Part of that probably frustration more than anything. Dreyer will head to the line where he is 2 of 2 tonight. free throw on the way. This is a two-shotter. He was fouled in the act of shooting, and it's the 10th team foul. 51 now to 34. So this one's going to look like the Wolves ran away with it. Carly Arp in the house tonight. Second free throw coming up here for Dreyer. It's on the way. It is up, in and out, no good. First miss for the Wolves tonight. Roden comes up with a rebound, and LoMa not going to get a shot off. IKM-Manning going to win it here tonight, as they'll win it by a final of 51 to 34. We'll step away, take a break. We've got the first part of our Mackey Motors postgame show. That is coming up for you in 3 minutes right here on 93.7 KKRL.
Oh, hell no, not again! Has the roof on your home or business been damaged by the recent hailstorm? Does your roof need looked at? Let our hail damage experts at Brinks Exteriors work for you to get you a new roof. Call 712 Roof Pro. We know the last thing you want to do is worry about your biggest investment. Hail happens, but we can fix it. Call Brinks Exteriors now for a free roof inspection. 712 Roof Pro.
How about this?
It's gonna work.
I think so too.
American Family Insurance wants to help you bring your dream home to life. New homeowners can save an average of 22%.
American Family Insurance.
For details, contact Nicole Unken at Nicole Unken Agency. Call 712-792-1262 or stop by 412 Highway 30
Olson's
today.
Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Visiting the Paco Credit Union was the thing that started all this.
We had a lot of student loan debt, low credit scores for bad decisions we had made in our younger years.
We thought it was the point where you could never come back from it. We've always wanted to own our own restaurant, so I just kind of floated the idea like, oh, I found this food truck.
I was like, yeah, let's try it. Dupaco helped us so much with just putting everything together.
Definitely life-changing for us.
What we have right now would not have been possible without Dupaco Credit Union.
At New Way Ford in Coon Rapids and New Way Auto in Jefferson, we make your vehicle buying experience stress-free. Our sales team will help determine your vehicle needs with options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive warranty forever. We work to keep your New Way vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
I think it's really nice to be at a smaller campus because you get to know everyone more. It's just a very home-like experience. You get more one-on-one time with your teachers. They have more time to show you things. But we do a lot of different activities that involve the community. Being here and in this environment teaches me, everyone matters, and it's important to treat everyone with decency and respect. And I think I'll carry that with me forever.
Mackey Motors post-game show. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. IKM-Manning Bullies closing out the game here tonight with a 17-0 run to knock off LoMa by a final of 51-34. Wolf boys will improve to 7-4 on the season, 5-3 in the Western Iowa Conference. LoMa will fall to 1-10 and 0-9. Now Keith Wagner struggling with his voice tonight. He might come up. It might be in between games. It might be between at halftime of the boys' game. If he doesn't, he'll talk with some of the boys, and we'll maybe get some interviews with some of the boys coming up yet tonight as well. Let's quickly run you through our numbers here tonight as we got to announce our motor and player of the game. Then I got to head down and talk to the girls' coaches real quick. For LoMa, Kyle Stevie with 6 points, Adam Roden with 3, Evan Roden with 5, Nisio Adame with 2. It was Wes Vanna with 16, held to 3 in the second half, and Kevin Wallace finished up with a 2. They were 0 of 0 from the free throw line. For IKM-Manning, Reed Hinders had 3 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Ross Kuzel, 17 points, 2 rebounds, and assists, 5 steals. It was Ben Ramsey with it, 10 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist, and a steal. Caden Keller had it, 12 points, 9 rebounds, and assists, 2 steals. Eli Dreyer with 7 points, 4 rebounds, and a steal. Hunter Smith, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. And Lane Sams, 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals. Wolves 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Our player of the game tonight, that 3-point shot by Ross Kuzel when the game was tied, completely changed the momentum back. He ends up with a team-high 17 points here tonight to go with unofficially 5 steals, but it was that 3 when the game that got tied at 34, then hit another 3 a couple of moments later to put him up 10. So Ross Kuzel is our Motor Inn player of the game. We'll step away. If you're listening to this game or watching it on the broadcast, the video broadcast, will go away from that. You'll have to go into the girls' broadcast. So close out and go back in. It'll be a few minutes before that one starts. We'll be back with the Mackey Motors pregame for the girls' game. That's coming up right after this on KKR.